You join me for the exciting climax of the stream where I shoot at things from a very long way away. Or don't. No, don't. This is going to hurt me a lot. Oh god. Oh no. Where am I? Okay, so I can go back. There we go. It's you again. There was something I think I didn't get here. Aesthetic of small furry gremlin creatures? Yes. Like Squig, who is not furry, but is definitely small gremlin. Very, very powerful gremlin. We all fear and respect and love. Giant massive furry women are also incredibly good. Both of these things in the extreme. We stand. Crap. Not the ranger one. There we go. DMPCs are gremlin critters. They're the best though. Absolutely the best. The nice thing about characters is even if you're not part of, even if for whatever reason they don't become part of the campaign anymore, you still have them as characters. They still exist, which has been really fun. It's actually been kind of weird having just finished the Resonance series, my novels. I got kind of sad in the car this morning thinking about how I'm not writing them anymore because they've been in my head for such a long time, and I spent a long time not writing them but knowing I had to, and it was like, it's like they're going to be there forever weirdly, but they're also not because the main story is finished, and it's like, what do I do now? And so I can see why people keep revisiting old stories. Capitalism. Yeah, Bowish capitalism. And I can see why people keep going back to stories to like revisit, because there is this kind of sense of longing and for that, validation of those characters who have that meaning to you, Prequel series, I could do. Well, I mean, how do I get down? Let me down. Let me down. Let me down. There's a perch somewhere. I want to get in there. I need to get in there. I have to go this way, apparently. Too low. I'm deserved. Yeah, there is a prequel book. I could do more prequel books. No, I need the bee. Give me the bee. Give me bee. Bee. Okay, thank goodness. Oh, Void Song. Void Song. Never not go absolutely feral for any mention of Void Song. Pre-prequel, that's true actually. I thought about having a one line at the very end of the last book that was like, but I haven't told you about this yet. And that would open up a whole potential for like a whole other series of books, but I went against that because as much as I love it, I don't know that I have it in me to do a whole thing. I have many other stories that I want and need to write, like my lesbian null time traveling thing and my D&D fantasy romance action thing. Oh, I did. So the Void Song is really cool. Have you read it yet? Did I? Oh no, you've read it. You read my stuff. Some of it. My sound has gone weird. Lesbian? Yes, always lesbian. Furry lesbian. Yeah, I'm also okay with stories just finishing when they need to. Sometimes when like Supernatural and things like that overrun their welcome, they get really like that was my other worry about Resonance, is if I decided I did want to keep going, I don't know where I would take it, and I would worry that it would just keep getting less and less.
If I'm careful, I bet I can carve out a path.
Good. you know, honest and like, you know, it would start becoming contrived because I keep trying to think of things to manufacture for it. So, you know, it's that kind of bittersweet sense of I have to leave this now because I don't have anywhere else to take it, but also I wish that it's a feeling. I wish that I hope. I mean, that's kind of why I like sharing the stories, is because that through sharing it with new people, you get to learn about their new experiences with meeting it and what they think of it, and you get to renew that excitement and that energy for them again. I think that's why I want to keep like trying to push my books, and obviously with this one coming out this year and hopefully the final one coming out next year, then people will keep reading it and learning more and reading more and have the complete story all at once, you know. And hopefully each time it'll be a little bit more there'll be more people around and they can just get their own I have no idea what my words are anymore. You know, this is what happens. I get bored when I start talking about something, and then I just start playing a game, and then I lose all of everything, and it doesn't work. Yeah, I've done a couple of things like that. You know, maybe I'll collect more. There was a couple of things I kind of maybe forgot to write. Oh no! Oh, I think I needed to do a thing. Is this gonna help me? Maybe this doesn't help me at all. Oh, that's what I can do. Oh, I was doing it completely wrong. Now I understand. Now I've destroyed my chances. What bit would be a good preview? Oh, I don't know. I mean, the bit with the Groundbreaker facility, the first one I think is called, but also the first scene with Ide, I think, just the opening bit is good. I like all of it, but you knew that already.
Yes.
But those two, I think not only are they like the most like polished, but they're also the best for introducing the world and the kind of the formative characters and the idea behind it, that it is like this arcane tech sci-fi kind of amazeballs stuff. There's other bits with the crew. Tex and Ide training on oh fuck, what's it called? Shit. Don't tell me. I don't remember it. I should remember it. Brachus Guard. Yes, I got it. Haha. I got it just before you said it. Yes, that bit was good. I remembered a thing. Independently. Praise me. I'm just enjoying writing a lot at the moment, and reading a lot, and seeing what other people write kind of invigorates me more than I... Not more than I... because I knew that it did, but it's really taken more of a front seat lately, and I've enjoyed that. Like, actually, despite the fact that a long time ago I'd kind of not sworn off the core of MKORPS, but like had thought that I would not be part of that universe again. I am again now. I've been writing some of that, and that's been really, really, really nice. Thanks to Sam, actually. And I've enjoyed that. And obviously, like, roleplay is fantastic. Been involved in a couple of those. Very, very, very good. It's just very rewarding. I will read the preview. I have almost read the entire thing several times now when I've just wanted something to fill my brain. I've come very, 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 very close. But I haven't wanted to, like, peek at the bits that you weren't ready to show me yet. Because I want you to be ready. And I don't want to read them without you there. I mean, they are, but also like some of the best, some of the most like meaningful moments haven't really been that. They've been, you know, they've been like emotional and adventurous and like just cool, or like even collaborating together on something that's really fun. You know, I mean, it does also improve. You know, you do improve your skills. The more you write, the more you learn, literally, how to use words, how other people use words. It's a brilliant exchange. So, haven't done creative writing since high school. Pretty much everything has been editorial writing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously the emotive stuff, the more of that you do is what, you know, begets the kind of evocative stuff that you want to really, you know, hone in on and you find really like affirming. So I very much endorse that kind of stuff. It's yeah, I don't think there's any harm in it. I think it's I don't think it's any less writing. It can sometimes ingrain you into structural habits with the way you form sentences and the way you like form dialogue or action exchanges. So I think it's good to vary your style of writing. You know, try and vary the length and the verbosity of what you do to really kind of keep yourself flexible, I guess, in terms of... Because one of the things I found, because I've been writing on Twitter so much, is that my sentence structure had shortened. Like, I wrote in bursts of this particular length because I was used to formulating that and making it as efficient as possible to fit inside a tweet. And when it came back to writing prose long term, when I was writing the last Resonance book, it was like, hang on, all of these paragraphs read very much the same rhythm, and if they all read the same, then they're going to sound the same, and if it's not an engaging rhythm, then people are going to get bored. And for people like me who have ADHD, I want to try and no, their tweets. I'm not gonna change that. Musk can fuck off. But yeah, it's you know, changing, realizing it can take doing new things to really understand where your where the holes in your experience lie and getting to fill them again. I'm sure there are actually furry westerns, to be honest. There are many different furry stories like that the Furry Writers Guild have. I think they've actually done a western anthology, and I'm pretty sure there's a couple that have done like full-on westerns. Oh, you are? Ah, is Club in it? Is hang on, where's my other hand? Is there Can Be Club? Please? Was it Chameleon or Lizard or something in the Wild West? There was
Yeah, it does. Smart thinking, dude.
not just Rango. There was an Oddworld game, Stranger's Odyssey, that was kind of furry. I haven't planned on it. I mean, you don't have to. It's your story. But I just wasn't sure because I know Club has that very kind of aesthetic. So I was like, Stranger's Wrath. That's it. Yeah, I love that game. Well, Sav says you need to, but you have complete sovereignty over everyone you want to put in your games. Movies, fuck, what are you doing? Book, story, whatever it is you do. I will love it anyway. Where's my gun? Do they change around? No, that's what I want. That's why.
Alert!
What are you idiots even doing up here?
Bloodfall! And I call first dibs on the roof!
Crap. I have nothing.
Hey! My fruit scars!
Then come and get it.
Personal genre is something to fear to dread. Fear to dread. Because depending how well the story is, approximately. Yeah. It really depends how much of like the West you're doing, whether you're doing a Western aesthetic piece or a or something that is like based in the Wild West but furry. Main goal when it comes to the story is to keep things pretty chill. Yeah, Westerns have a lot of baked-in bad tropes. You're doing your due diligence to keep it out of your writing. Yes, I like that. That sounds very good. Fantasy does as well too, and honestly, my first book is not immune to that because sometimes, like, this is the thing I feel worst about in my books, in that the first book very much painted dragons as the dragons in the story as inherently bad, and I do not like that I did that. I do not like that I did that. I want to change that perception of it. So I hope that soon I will be able to. Everything's out of fucking ammo. Except this. So that's, yeah. You're not inherently bad. No one is inherently bad, except Nazis. White supremacists and all that shit. Did you give me any ammo? You gave me a little bit of some ammo. That's out of ammo. This has some ammo. Like, fantasy has problems with race coding. It has problems with, like, even the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance had a bit that I was not particularly fond of, and that was when the, like, only darker skinned race of Gelflings was obsessed with death and lived in the desert, and then they both died immediately. It's like, that's not very good. Ruby was pretty shit about that too. But yeah, orcs are bad, only bad. Gnolls are bad, only bad. There's so many D&D like people who write free one-shots that you can sign up to. They're just like, oh, kill all the orcs, kill all the gnolls. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Where's your imagination? Why do you do this? Gnolls are wonderful, and I love my gnoll. I love all my friends' gnolls. I love and protect them and cherish them always. They are the best thing in the world. Yes, you did. With any particular part of them, they could, I'm sure. And it would be worth it. My sister has a goblin D&D character that she had a ton of fun with. And I think their name was Fnyeh, like F-N-N-Y-H or something like that. Like, Fnyeh. That was their name. And I can't remember exactly the story. But she said something like, it had some ridiculous critical fail that was absolutely hilarious. Yeah, it is Fnyeh. Fnyeh, indeed. That's a big message. Had an idea for a Furry Wild Western video game. What's your character's name? Minecraft. 3. Yeah. Oh, that's probably that's a word that probably got censored. That's why. Comic book style, like Sly Cooper, but have the cynicism and violence of Red Dead Redemption. Magnificent 7. That sounds interesting. I think my furry stories, they're not like Earth, I guess, because then you do fall into the problems of like, okay, well, you're looking at, because so much of this is built on just absolute dog shit doctrine that I'm not sure I really want to endorse that. And the thing is, the world is not going to be perfect, and no one's going to expect a perfect fantasy world from you. But there are certain things that I find really hard to, like, if I talk about Roman shit in my time traveling book. I mean, there is going to be like, it's obviously there's a medieval England because it's based on Robin Hood, so it's like, okay, well, there is a certain amount of that structure that does exist, and you can't ignore and get away from and pretend that it didn't happen, because that's even worse. But like, the more you try and like have to justify why the world it is, the more you like, if it's not a fantasy world, then you're like having to explain away the things that you're not really addressing, and I just think you got to be really careful about that. You definitely don't want to do the white savior complex. Then that's
Hey, Ribbit! I
That's
forgot
not
to
good.
tell you earlier. Trudy's strong enough to breathe fire now. All those Zerbstones made her belly as hot as Mort's party mix. Feel free to let her loose.
Sweet!
That's how I get the
Now we
ones on
can
there.
finally get the rest of the Zerp stones.
Okay, that's how we do it. Is one setting your character to the right? That sounds cool. And I'm not like the orator on what is supposed to be the only way of doing things, or you should do this or you shouldn't do that, but I would rather err on the side of caution and not risk things that I know could hurt people, because I don't want to hurt people. And I'm not always... I know that it's... There will be times that I probably will, inadvertently. And I will apologise for those, and I will do better every time. But... I... don't know where I'm going. Yeah. I want my stories to be inspiring people and helping them find ways, their own voices, and to be inspired to do their own stories. Check your map. How do you do that? How do you remember these things? That just says there. I don't want to go there. Oh, my map. Oh. What am I looking for? They've been done. Zoom out. There's things I haven't seen. How do I pin? I can't pin there. There's a raritanium there. Wow, there's all these things I didn't know you could get. I've got that one. There must be stuff over here, I guess. That's the pocket dimension thing, I think. Maybe. Let's see where this goes. And what it does. Oh, those might be ramps. Any Zerpstone Raritanium gold bot shows a place where you haven't collected it. Okay. And what I need is the Zerpstone stuff. But there's... But that has a tick on it. Does that mean I've done it? I am confused. Hey, Vesper. Welcome. There we go. Okay, done that one. Ooh! Oh! Okay. He said collect the rest, so that must mean that they're on top of the thing. Pocket dimensions get checked off? Okay. It locked on when I got close enough. It will disappear? Okay. So there must be more than... Go on, what did you learn from being a furry for so many years? Is there one there? Nope. Is an art to writing it? Yeah, it is. It's a skill. It's like any kind of writing. You know, to make it evocative and meaningful, you know, it's not just thing goes in, thing goes out. It's not mechanical. That's when it starts to sound kind of gross. Or like, you know, yeah, like make fun of it. I don't know where I'm going. Well, 50 Shades was written by someone very, very weird and not very nice. Anyone who kind of idolizes the Bella-Edward relationship is not the kind of person that should be writing a book about intimacy. TVQFH. Aha! Ah! 6 more. Jeez, I didn't know there were even that many more of them. Alright. I am not Team Jacob. I am not Team anything. I am no team. I'm teamless. Teamless behavior, that's me. Does not exist. Okay. Alright, so let's try pinning that and see. Ah. That's a dimensional thing, that's what that is. Okay. I thought that was a Zerpstone. What is Zerpstone then? How do I... Those are all snails. That's a golden bolt. Ooh. What does Zerpstone look like? Oh, are you serious? It's these? Oh, fuck. I didn't know there was a legend on the side. Thank you. It'd be nicer to learn how to play my own game, wouldn't it? Alright. Let's go to the place where that is, where it is not the wall. 400 meters. What a long way. 300 meters. Why is it so far? Is it inside? Crap. Sorry. Ooh. She's a Mormon, I think she is. Stephanie Meyer. Yeah, Stephanie Meyer's a Mormon. That's why her views on relationships are so fucking weird. Why are you over there now? Strange. Behind? Was I going the wrong way? Ah. I'm very sorry for people who were trying to tell me this from the very beginning, and I was completely just not having it, because... Just because. Alright, 4 more. This is going a lot easier now that I'm actually doing this. There are? There are. Nope, that's not it. I was looking at the wrong thing before. Woo! Wait. What did I just click on? I clicked on a snail. That's a Zerpstone. Terrible alien invasion book. Oh no. Oh yes, I remember that one. I don't remember the name. That must be inside. The host, yeah. Ah, wow, wow. Whoops. Where are my Zerpstones? That's not. Are you kidding? Where's my... Come to me.
Hey, Trudy. Ready to fly? Atta girl, Trudy.
Uppies. Uppies, 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 dragon uppies. Whoa, big uppies. Oops. Oh, way on the back. Sorry, couldn't work. I think it should be written by someone who is not a Mormon, if it's going to be about relationships. Mormons are very, very strange. Hello. That's why I don't watch Mark Rober anymore. Because he's a Mormon. That's, you're definitely inside. How do I get off you? Over here. It's not necessarily about talent. I think, I mean, yes, theoretically you do have the capacity to write anything, even something very empathetic, regardless of your origin. But I think that certain practices of people are going to make them predisposed to writing about specific things in specific ways that are not going to be very beneficial to the majority of people. Excuse me. Alright, there's one more? No, in there. Flo! Hello, Flo, welcome. You join me for the exciting
Let's find those
climax of the stream where I shoot at things from a very long way away. Or don't. No, don't. This is going to hurt me a lot. Oh god. Oh no. Where am I? That was devastating. There was a whole team of people from Utah on one of the deployments. A bunch of them all went. They were? Wow. I have one more. One more. And it's over there. I don't even need the dragon for that. Bring nothing but your presence. It is appreciated. Smash. We've now done this very long side mission. Indeed it is.
Holy moly, Rivet! That's all the Zerpstones. Guess I better get that spy bot ready for you. Oh boy!
Woo! Gelatonium factory, here I come.
Pardon me.
By the by, have you noticed anything different about Trudy yet?
Besides her being even more radiant than usual.
She's expecting!
Thought so.
What?
Oh,
Two of them doing the sexy pads, we're going to press up against
look
each
at
other.
all that surf. You earned this spy bot and then some.
Yep, definitely not repressed at all there.
How long will it
Mind
take
you,
Trudy
imagine
to eat
military
everything?
bases bring out some very strange sides of people that you wouldn't otherwise see.
She hasn't
I
been
can
this
imagine.
excited since that time you two snuck in the big
By the by, have you noticed
what?
anything different about Trudy yet?
Besides her being even more radiant than usual.
We just had this dialogue.
She's expecting!
What? She is? Oh my!
Oh, we didn't finish it, that's probably why.
Oh, I am gonna throw her the biggest baby shower
Stories
this planet
ex-military
has
further
ever
tell me.
seen.
Oh no. Probably won't. You know what? It's a little bit early, but I don't think I'm going to have time to do anything more substantial in this. So I may sneaky call it there. Very strange. I began the game about to leave this world, and now I finished this game just about to leave this world. This stream. So, oh well. I think next week is going to be a Halo week. I think I'm going to be continuing Halo 3 with Morgan, but it does drag on a bit. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I am distracted, yes, I am. But I'll always be distracted by pretty furries. I hope that you all have a wonderful day, evening. Well, it could be a day. Yes, that's fine. I hope that everything treats you well. I hope that... Whoops. I hope that I can actually quit the game properly. I am going to find someone to raid once I have quit the game. You are indeed. How do I... Whoops. Yes, I am sure. Cool. This down. I will mute. Ah! Ugh. What do I do with it?